Hello, welcome back to Solo. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe and hit the bell with your finger, and that will ensure that you will receive notification of future solos. Today I'm going to talk about psychology and the soul. In a way, has psychology lost its soul? I recently visited two psychologists, friends of mine. I believe we have a soul connection. There's irony in that. And they were both putting up wonderful artwork in their rooms. And I asked them why they did this, and they said that so that the client can come in, maybe feel at ease, maybe comment about the artwork, and that opens the door, if you like, relaxes them, and gives them something to talk about. I'd like to think that the artwork somehow is playing a role in the healing, and I certainly do that in my practice with arts and books and music and others. Now, to try and get to grips with this, I sought out an article from George Paxinus, who is a professor of psychology and medical sciences, neuroscience research in Australia, and attached to some universities there. And his article was called "Why Psychology Lost Its Soul, Everything Comes from the Brain," and I'll quote from it if I may. "Psychology is the study of behaviour to carry out their work of modifying behaviour, such as in treating addiction, phobia, anxiety, depression. Psychologists do not need to assume people have souls. For the psychologists, it's not so much that souls do not exist, it is that there is no need for them. The brain is where thinking takes place. Love and hatred reside. Sensations become perceptions. Personality is formed. Memories and beliefs are held, and where decisions are made, as D.K. Johnson, who is another academic, I gather, said, there is nothing left for the soul to do." Now, this interested me because I understood that the roots of psychology, the word psychology, were in the ancient Greek, with psyche means soul, and indeed that's what it means, breath of life too. And logia from logos, meaning speech, word or reason. And even in the mid-17th century in Europe, there was a translation of a French book or paper called A New Method of Physics, in which it stated psychology is the knowledge of the soul. Interesting, the knowledge of the soul, which is really close to the original Greek meaning. So there's a clash there, and I wonder why I'm more leaning towards the original feeling, and certainly my own mode of helping people with addictions and phobias and anxieties and depression has its roots in an understanding that there's a hole in the soul, a loneliness in the soul, and these are secondary. And I have to say, I don't think I try to modify their behaviour per se. I've maybe come to some understanding about that emptiness that many of us feel, in fact we all feel at certain times. So then we touch on the soul. Now, to finish this, or to provide some balance, I'm going to use a poem, and before I've used one of my own poems and one of W.B. Yeats, and today is another one of mine, so it's an old one, and it may not be my best poem, but it may explain my own deeper feelings. And when you write a poem, probably the best poems are a reflection of your own soul, as is all your art. So this one is called Coming Home to Your Soul. You walk through the door, that is your beating heart. You look through the windows, those are your seeing eyes. Then you gaze at the ceiling that exists somewhere beyond the farthest star. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.